Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome to Heartland. Getting ready to take on the Bulls. Canadians today wearing the white jerseys. Starting goaltender for today will be Cam McFarlane. Looking like we're going to be starting off with Shepard and Chase Stella on the blue line up top. You're going to see McShane, Kirkpatrick, and Dara. Hope everybody's enjoying their Thanksgiving weekend. As we get ready for puck drop here. Nice new arena here in Heartland. Still chilly, like the other one was. Not quite as chilly. Referees doing handshakes. The acoustics are quite loud in this one, I will say that. And we're away. And that's Dara who tries to push it up. It's going to come back to Stella who's going to push it deep. Picked up by the Bulls D. They go up on the half wall. Kirkpatrick steals that away. Gets it back to Dara, poked in. And Dara comes away with it. Dara to McShane. And that's an early save by the Bulls there. Good pressure right off puck drop by the Canadians. Face-off coming up in the Bulls zone. And off the draw. Dara gets tangled up there with the Bulls D. Still working down low is McShane. McShane now trying to get it out. McShane battling, has Kirkpatrick with him. And he tries to get it back to Stella, but it's stolen away by the Bulls. Bulls coming back the other way. And that's stolen away in the neutral zone. Comes back to Stella. Stella now moving through the neutral zone. Still has it poked away, but now Kirkpatrick tries to get a stick on it. Coming back the other way is Shepard. Shepard. He's going to play it up off the boards. Kirkpatrick now wheeling. Kirkpatrick misses on this clear attempt. And down low go the Bulls. They're going to play it back to their point. And back down low, they go intercept to the other way. Sealy shot on net, saved by McFarlane. Picked up by the Bulls once again. Stella now out. Trying to get a stick on it. Kirkpatrick blocks that. And Kirkpatrick plays it up to McShane. McShane through the neutral zone. McShane driving towards the net. And that's a save by the goalie. Face-off once again coming up in the Bulls zone. Miller and McDougall on D. Markowski, Stella, and Gilbert up top. That's McDougall to Stella. Stella fires in front looking for Gilbert. And that's Miller who's going to poke up, gets it back down to Stella out front, and save, rebound, and good pressure here once again by the Canadians. Couple of big saves early here by the Bulls. Face off once again in the Bulls zone. Markowski off the draw. Markowski quickly to Stella, back to McDougall. He fires it towards the net, poked out in front, loose puck still, and they're gonna blow it down. And Bulls are gonna go for a change. Canadians are gonna stick with this. Couple of really good opportunities early on here. Off the draw. It's going to be pushed down low to Gilbert. Gilbert now coming back the other way. He's piled up against the boards there. And Markowski comes away with it to Stella. Stella tries the one-timer, gets caught in the feet. Markowski tries again. And again, it's a save by the Bulls goalie. Canadians will go for a change now. We're going to see Gargano with Scott and McLean. And holding up the blue line is going to be Hoyt and Paisley. Off the draw, tries to get it over to Scott. Bulls are going to clear it around the other way. Hoyt's going to pinch up. Hoyt Drives it back down low, looking for McLean. McLean trying to push it down low. And Scott, once again, that's going to be intercepted by the Bulls, though. The Bulls making their way through the neutral zone. They're going to play it deep into the Canadian zone. Picked up by Paisley. Fires it around, looking for Scott. And kept in by the Bulls. Back to Paisley once again. Paisley plays it over to Hoyt. Hoyt going for the pass to Gargano. Gargano trying to get it up into the neutral zone. Bulls play it back on net. McFarland leaves that for Hoyt. Hoyt once again to Gargano. Gargano plays it over to Scott. Scott loses it in his feet but picks it back up. Bulls play it back down deep though. Hoyt. Gargano. Gargano to Scott. Scott now trying to push it up. Picked up by the Bulls D. And they're going to play it off the boards. Picked up by Paisley. Paisley goes over to Chase Stella. Chase flips it up the boards trying to get it. That's going to be the Bulls player who picks that off. Coming back the other way. Play it back down low. Stella now trying to get it up to McShane. They play it to the D. McShane pokes that forward. And now it's McShane and Gargano. McShane down low, tries to get it out to Gar. He's taken down. How is that not a penalty? That was a body check in the board. McCarthy, that shot's well wide of the net. That's picked up by Shepard. Shepard now. Shepard gets that taken away. Kirkpatrick gets a stick on it. And now Dara, and now Kirkpatrick's going to pick it up. Plays it back to Stella. Canadians regrouping here. Stella to Shepard. Shepard to Stella. Up to McShane. McShane to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick driving towards the net. Kirkpatrick has Dara. Sees Dara. Shot. Can't get the shot off. Kirkpatrick picks it back up. Plays it back down low to Dara. Dara gets pinned up against the board. Kirkpatrick into assist. McShane staying out. And McShane comes away with it. McShane trying to get a stick on it. Pokes it down low. And McShane picks it up. Plays it down to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick now. And Dara working down low together. That gets flipped back. Shepard comes up. Shepard plays it back down low. Kirkpatrick now. And the Bulls are going to pick that up. Come back the other way. Off the bench is Stella. And Stella finds Stella. Stella has Gilbert with him. Keegan Stella. Keegan Stella. Saved by the goalie. And they're going to hang on to it. Face-off in the Bulls zone. Markowski, Stella, Gilbert, Miller, and McDougall. And off the draw, just goes between everybody, but that should be icing. And it is, so we'll head back down into the Bulls zone. Good pressure here in the early goings of the first period. Bulls goalie has definitely seen a number of shot attempts. That's picked up by Keegan Stella down low. Bulls come away with it, but Markowski regains possession, but it's poked forward. And now Miller has a 2-on-1. Miller, good job to get back. Nice save by McFarland as he keeps that one out. And bouncing puck. Gilbert tries to get there. Bouncing puck still down low. Miller takes that away. And play comes out front. Good job by McDougall. And that's going to go for an icing. So we'll head back down into the Canadian zone. First real shot attempt by the Bulls. And McFarland was up to task as he makes a big save on that one. So McLean, Gargano, Hoyt, Paisley. Hoyt goes to Paisley, goes to Scott. Scott looking for the wide pass to Gargano. Gargano on the chase now. Gargano tries to play it over to McLean, goes back to Gargano. Gargano plays it back to Hoyt. Hoyt from the point, fires. Yeah! the point, finds the back of the net. Traffic out front, assists on that one. And it's 1-0 for the Canadians here. Off the draw, McLean pushes it forward. The Bulls are going to fire it deep. It's going to go around and picked up by Hoyt. Tries to get it to Gargano along the boards. The Bulls, Gargano plays it forward to Scott. And Scott has that poked away to Paisley. Paisley goes down low, goes to Hoyt. Hoyt trying to play it up to Gargano. Gargano quickly to McLean. McLean making his way, pokes it forward. McLean now has partial change here for the Canadians. Gargano's out front. McLean gonna play it back to Paisley. Paisley fires towards the net. It goes off a foot, wide down into the corner. And McLean tries to pick that up, but the Bulls are gonna get it, and that's gonna go full length of the ice for icing. Heading back on down into the Bulls zone. We will see McShane, Kirkpatrick, Dara with Stella and Shepard on D. Off the draw, Kirkpatrick pushes it back, looking for Shepard. Good job by Shepard to keep that in. Plays it forward, but the Bulls take it away. Get it through the neutral zone. Shepard still has a stick on it. Now Stella keeping him to the outside. Shots well wide of the net. That's going to be picked up by McShane. McShane has Kirkpatrick with a lead. Kirkpatrick now. Kirkpatrick. Oh, that's poked away from him. He's got to get back on side. And good job by Shepard. This is going to be a rock'em sock'em one, folks, I think. Refs are letting them play. There's been a few bumps early already. Stella's going to rim that around the boards, looking for McShane. McShane gets there, and Shepard pokes it forward, looking for Kirkpatrick. And bouncing puck stays in. Stella picks it up. Once again to McShane. McShane over to Dara. And good job by Chase Stella. Chase Stella in all alone as the Canadians go for a change. It's going to be taken away, and Markowski's out now. Markowski regains possession for the Canadians. Plays it back to Miller. Miller fires from the point again. Jumped out front. Bouncing puck. Backhand attempt. Goal! Keegan Stella with the backhand. Puts another one on the board for the Canadians. Markowski, Stella, Gilbert, McDougall and Miller. Miller looking for Gilbert on the half wall. Picked up, but Markowski gets a stick on it. Good job by Stella there, and he changes spots with McDougall. McDougall to Markowski, and the goalie's going to hang on to that one. McLean, Gargano, Scott. Miller and McDougall will stay on for the D pairing. Off the draw, it's going to come back to McDougall. McDougall fires, and quick save by the goalie. The draw. Down low is Scott, tries to play it to McLean, but coming back the other way are the Bulls. Nice poke check there by McDougall. Play down low once again, and that's going to get through. Now Miller, 2 men on, he fires it up, and now that's Gargano. Gargano now through the neutral zone, plays it forward to McLean, but that's poked away by the Bulls, and now that's Miller. Good play, good job. It's going to be a penalty on the play, but Miller with a smart job there, taking away the scoring opportunity. So it will be the Bulls going to a power play. 6:21 to play here in the first. Coming out for the PK is Paisley, Hoyt, McShane, and Kirkpatrick. Off the draw, Kirkpatrick gets it to Hoyt. Hoyt fires it down the ice. And now it's McShane down low. McShane first man to the puck. Bulls try to regain possession and set something up here. That's going to be intercepted by Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick still has it. Driving towards the net. Doubles back. Still has it. He's taken down. Once again, no penalty on the call, or no call on the play there. Bulls coming back the other way. Paisley playing his man. Down low. They try the centering pass. Good play by Hoyt. And now McShane has it. And he's going to fire it up. Kirkpatrick's going to pick it up in the neutral zone. Kirkpatrick still has it. Kirkpatrick doubles back, keeping possession here, just trying to play this out. Hoyt fires it towards the net. McShane tries to redirect in front. Just over a minute left here in the penalty kill. McShane still playing it, and now Kirkpatrick tries to get a stick on it. That's going to be icing against the Bulls. And Canadians will go for a change. Face-off coming up in the pull zone. 58 seconds left on the penalty kill. Markowski out with Dara and Stella and Shepard. Markowski off the draw. The Bulls do get possession. Coming back the other way. Shepard keeping his man out. And now Chase. And they can't catch the centering pass. It's going to be picked up. Shepard down low. Shepard, now Stella. Stella, he tries to rim it off the boards. He does, and now Markowski on the chase. And the goalie's going to decide to cover it as Markowski was coming in with a head full of steam there. 34 seconds left in the penalty kill. Markowski off the draw. He's pushed down. Bulls regain possession. Good job by Dara to get a stick on that. And, oh, shoot. Lost an edge there. Good play by Shepard as Shepard gets in the way of that. And Stella, beautiful recovery there after he lost an edge. They're going to go back to their D. Blocked shot out front. And Stella gets that out into the neutral zone. Canadians going for a partial change here. They're looking to get... And we're going to be back even, folks, as Stella off the bench. And Shepard trying to get it out. Play, and it does get out. That's going to come back to McDougall. McDougall fires it up to Markowski in the neutral zone. Stella trying to get there. Bulls get there first. McDougall once again fires it. Finds Gilbert. Gilbert fires it back up. Picked up by Stella. And Shepard will switch spots. Back to Gilbert. Gilbert back up, looking for Markowski. D to D by the Bulls. They go off the wall. And that's going to be picked up by Shepard again. Shepard back into the neutral zone. And now Markowski trying to get there. Bulls play it up. And picked off by Stella. Stella muscling his way through. Gilbert. Gilbert trying to get their shot. And intercepted by the Bulls. Gilbert once again. But the Bulls pick it up. Bouncing puck gets by everybody. And now McDougall's in a foot chase. McDougall picks that up. Good play by him, using the body. Trying to get it to Gilbert and Stella. Bulls play it back the other way. Now McDougall under pressure. He plays it back to Miller. Miller. That pass is intercepted. Bodies flying everywhere here. Scott now. Scott getting it out. And he does into the neutral zone. Still getting... He flips it down in deep. 2:45 to go here in the first period. And that's going to go all the way down. Hoyt picks it up. Goes D to D to Paisley. Paisley finds Scott. Scott finds McLean. McLean plays it forward. He's taken down on the play. Bulls come back the other way. And that goes through everybody. That should be icing. They wave icing off. No idea why. Paisley down low now. Under pressure to Scott on the half wall. Scott trying to flip it to McLean. He does. Back to Scott. Scott flips it forward again. Now McLean. And taken back by the Bulls to put deep. Hoyt now. Hoyt finds Gargano. But it goes back to the Bulls D. Bulls defense. Nice play by Hoyt. Poked away by Seance again. And no one home out front by the Bulls. Paisley and Hoyt once again down low. Good job by hard work by McLean here. McLean and Hoyt working hard, and they're gonna call a penalty. They're gonna call a cross-checking penalty on McLean. That's just 2 minutes for working too hard, if I'm being honest here, folks. Number of calls that could have been made there against the Bulls, but we take this one. So back to the power play go the Bulls. We're gonna see Stella, McShane, Shepard, Kirkpatrick, and that's it. Off the draw, Kirkpatrick gets it back to Stella. He fires it around the boards and finds McShane. McShane now making his way through the neutral zone. McShane still muscling his way through. Save, rebound attempt. The Bulls come back the other way. And Stella, nice check there to keep that out of harm's way. Stella picks it up again, and Kirkpatrick trying to get it to Stella. He does. And Stella now ran to the other way. He's going to fire it down the ice. Picked up in the neutral zone. McShane putting pressure. And now Shepard gets it to McShane. Bulls take it back. They go for the cross ice pass. Kirkpatrick gets a stick on that, and Stella. Kirkpatrick gets it lost in his feet, but McShane picks up the remnants of it and starts going. Holy smokes. McShane down low, 38 seconds left in the period. He's just getting, can we get a penalty here? Like McShane getting hammered in the corner. Markowski out now on the back check. Markowski, good job by Markowski. And Miller's gonna fire it down the ice. 20 seconds to play here as Seeley's tracking that down by the Bulls. Dara pressuring. Seeley coming around, plays it up, and that's intercepted by Markowski. Markowski's shot, and it's a save by the goalie. Seven seconds to go. Face-off coming up in the Bulls zone. We will start the second period shorthanded. A little bit of time left on the penalty. We've got Miller, McDougall, Stella, and Markowski. Bulls player getting tossed from the face-off. Off the draw, Markowski to McDougall. It's going to get past them though, and now Miller, he's... No goal! No goal! No goal is the call. We're lucky on that one. At the buzzer, it does not count. So the score will say 2-0 as we head into the second. All right, starting the second off on the PK. As mentioned, 24 seconds to go. We're going to see Hoyt with Markowski, Stella, and Paisley. Off the draw, Markowski pressuring. Stella gets a stick on that, but the Bulls are coming back the other way. Shot from well from the blue line. McFarland makes the save there. off in the Canadian zone. Off the draw, Markowski trying to get it back. Gets it to Paisley. Paisley goes to Stella. Stella now making his way through the neutral zone. Has it poked away by the... And we're back even. That's Gilbert. Gilbert plays it back to Hoyt. Hoyt to Paisley. Stella's going to pick that up. Stella goes for the cross pass to Gilbert. And the Bulls can't... Excuse me. Gilbert pushes that down deep. Now Markowski trying to get a stick on it. He does. Markowski down low. Looking for Stella out front. Markowski still has it. Looking for options. Goes back to Paisley. Markowski driving towards the net. Has a couple of Bulls on him. Stella now. Back to Markowski. Markowski to Stella. Stella to Gilbert. And it comes back and now fires in the back. And that's a blocked shot. And that's going back. Markowski to Stella. Quick pass here. And what's the call there? Looks like the call's offside. I didn't see it. So out for the Canadians is Scott, Gargano, McLean, Stella, and Shepard. Call is offside. Off the draw, gets pushed forward. Shepard now. Scott's got to tag up. And McLean keeps that in. Gonna come around the other way. Gargano trying to get there. He does. Plays it back down deep. Scott down low. Couple of Bulls on him. McLean and now Shepard. Punk. It's gonna get by. Chase Stella keeps that in. Oh my God. That was clearly kept in and the call is offside. Yee! So face-off coming up outside the Bulls zone with McShane, Derek, Kirkpatrick, Stella, and Shepard staying on. Off the draw, Kirkpatrick gets it to McShane, but the Bulls poke it through. Stella goes up looking for McShane on the half wall. And now Dara pressuring down low. Kirkpatrick trying to get there. He does. Plays it back. But the Bulls play it up. That's going to go down into the Canadian zone. Picked up by Stella. Stella now going up, trying to find Kirkpatrick. He does. Kirkpatrick now through the neutral zone. Kirkpatrick still has it. Fires. And save. Markowski, Stella, and Gilbert coming back out for the Canadians. McDougall and Miller on deep. Down low, Stella working. Plays it back to Gilbert. Miller picks that up. And ow. That's off of Ben's head. Seems to be okay. Face off outside the Bull zone once again. Comes back, splits the D. Miller down low, or McDougall, apologies. Miller gets a stick on that. And Bulls go back to their D. They push it back down deep. Play to the outside. McDougall's going to go around the other way. And Gilbert picks that up. Now McDougall, they're going to go around. Miller's going to pick it up. Miller finds Stella. Stella going for the long pass to Gilbert. It's intercepted. Picked back up, though, by Miller. Miller now. Miller still has it. Saved by the goalie. Nice try by Isaac Miller. Scott, McLean, Gargano, Paisley, and Hoyt. Off the draw, right back to Hoyt. He's going to fire. It's a block shot out front, picked up by the Bulls. Coming back the other way. Paisley that's offside. And McFarland's going to hang on to that one. Play should have been called offside. Wasn't. So face off coming up in the Canadian zone. Off the draw, comes back to Paisley. Paisley turns, fires to Hoyt. Gets just ahead of him. Gargano's going to pick that up. Gargano plays that back to Paisley. Paisley looking for Scott. Goes back the other way. Hoyt. He plays it up to Gargano. Gargano plays it up to McLean. McLean pops that forward down into the Bull zone. Picked up. And that's going to be kept in by Hoyt. Pushes it down deep. Picked up by the Bulls D down low. Scott gets a stick on it. Kept in. No. Gets past Paisley. And he's tied up. Kept out of the zone by Paisley. And that comes back to Hoyt. And McFarland's going to cover that one. Change coming up for the Canadians. Kirkpatrick, McShane, Dara with Stella and Shepard. And Bulls win it off the draw. Push it back down deep. Chase Stella down low. Kirkpatrick's going to steal that away. Kirkpatrick now. And he's hooked up. Shane tries to get it out. Gets it into the neutral zone. McShane plays it forward. Dara picks it up. And what's the call? That was not offside. Puck did not come out of the zone, but offside is the call. Kirkpatrick with the win to Shepard. Shepard back to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick trying to get it, has it taken away by the Bulls. Coming back the other way. Stella now has a stick on it. Shepard. And that goes wide of the net, picked up by Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick goes down looking for Shepard. Shepard to Dara. Dara along the boards. Kirkpatrick into assist. Shepard now Stella. Stella comes away looking for McShane. McShane making his way up in the neutral zone. McShane still has it. Down low. Dara's out front. Over to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick has that poked away. Got to get those shots off quicker. Bulls pull it back. McShane trying to get it. Oh, please do not be complaining about that after what hasn't been called, folks. McDougall to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick coming back. Loses an edge. Picked up by McDougall. McDougall back to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick plays it over to Miller. Miller shot. Save. Rebound. Picked up by Kirkpatrick, but the Bulls take it away. And nice play there by McDougall. And now that's Gilbert driving towards the net, and they're going to hang on to it. A few more nice attempts there. So Markowski, Gilbert, Stella, Paisley, and Hoyt out for the Habs. Markowski wins it back to Hoyt. Hoyt fires it towards the net. It's wide. Going to be picked up by the Bulls. Good back check by Gilbert. Markowski. And now that's Hoyt. Hoyt steals it away. Hoyt still has it. Plays it to Stella. Stella has Markowski and Gilbert with them. Stella still has it. Down low. Centers it out front. Yes! Oh my gosh, that was right on the line. Stella again, that's wide of the net. Hoyt's gonna come in, keeps it in, plays it down low. And that's over to Markowski. Gilbert can't do the one-timer. Good try though. Bulls coming back the other way. Oh my land, there is a very loud fan. McFarland plays that over to Hoyt. Hoyt plays it down low to Paisley. Paisley just gets ahead of him. Bulls find it on, and that shot's wide of the net. Gilbert trying to get there. Gilbert and Markowski tries to get it out. The Bulls play it back down into the corner. Paisley leaves it for Hoyt. Hoyt plays it to Stella. Stella now looking for Gilbert. Gilbert in the neutral zone. The Bulls pick it up, but it comes right back to Stella. Stella now driving through. Stella has that poked away last minute. Doubles back the other way. Plays it down low, trying to find Markowski. Markowski now in along the boards. And it pokes out to the Bulls. Goes through everybody. Picked up by Shepard and played down low. Markowski now with Gargano, going to be picked up by the Bulls. Partial change by the Canadians. Bulls are coming back the other way. Scott out now. And Shepard tries to get a stick on it. Shot. And glove saved by Cam McFarland. Face-off coming up in the Canadian zone. Under 7 to go here in the second period. McLean, Scott, Gargano, Shep, and Chase Stella. Stella goes looking for Shepard now. Shepard plays it up. Finds McLean. McLean plays it forward. Kept in. That's going to be offside. There we go. They play it back down deep. And that Bulls player doesn't get a lot on that. Gargano tries to pick it up but can't. Along the boards, we get an odd man rush here. Beauty play by Chase Stella. And that's going to be picked up and played into the neutral zone. They're going to play it deep. And, I just don't know how that wasn't offside, but it wasn't. Picked up by Gargano. Odd man rush for the Canadians now. Gargano has Scott with him. Plays it over to Scott. Nice pass. Scott, save, rebound. And McLean taken down around the neck, and again, no call. Scott now battling along the boards. Scott and McLean. Scott plays it down low. Gargano's there. Gargano picks it up along the boards. McLean in to assist. Gargano getting pummeled along the boards here. And McShane with a nice stick. McLean now tries to drive it towards the net. Oh shoot, I forgot to press play on my timer. And Bulls pick it up down in their end. McLean still working hard. Shepard, what a play by Shepard to get that down. Oh boy. So, let me just catch up here. 5:16 to play. This is very interesting calls by the refs. So we're on the penalty kill. Kirkpatrick, McShane, shot from the point, and that's going to be picked up. McShane takes it away. McShane and Kirkpatrick. McShane driving towards the net, has Kirkpatrick with him. Kirkpatrick, yes! Nice pass from McShane to Kirkpatrick, who gets a shorthanded goal here for the Canadians and also adds first AAA goal to his resume. McShane again. It's going to be offside and good clear there by the Canadians. Bulls down low. Kirkpatrick pressuring. They play it up into the neutral zone. Kirkpatrick on the back check. Bulls still come away with it though. And that's good play by Miller. Miller and Kirkpatrick working along the boards together here. Miller still has it. He's muscled along the boards, comes around the other way. And that's a shot from the point. High stick. Oh my God. And Kirkpatrick's going to pick this one up, plays it to McShane. McShane now driving towards the net. McShane! And saved by the goalie, but nice shot attempt by McShane. Comes around the other way. And McDougall pokes that away. Kirkpatrick's going to take his spot. 47 seconds left on the penalty kill. And that's going to come around the other way. Bulls coming back, odd man rush. And that's going to be Kirkpatrick. That nice shot there, or save there, I mean. And they're going to fling that down into the neutral zone. Kirkpatrick needs to get off here. McDougall tying his man up along the boards. 18 seconds left. Bulls come away with it. Kirkpatrick playing down low. Now McDougall's taken down. Now Kirkpatrick comes right into the slot to Markowski, and he's off to the races. Markowski one-on-one. Markowski doubles back, and they just get a stick on it at the last minute. They're going to play it up to the boards. Paisley's there. Paisley plays it into the slot. Markowski picks it back up. Markowski still has it. And that's Darren and then Stella. And it's going to be a save.
We have the winning 50-50 ticket number. That number is 38057114. Again, that number is 38057114.
All right. Just over 3 minutes to play in the third. Dara with McLean and Stella, Hoyt and Paisley on, or sorry, that's not McLean, that's Markowski. Hoyt and Paisley on D. Bouncing puck picked up by Hoyt. Hoyt plays it back to Stella. Stella gets caught up along the boards, but still plays it out in the neutral zone to Markowski. And now Stella again. Stella and Markowski. Markowski doubles back. Nice pass. Good thought process there. Now Hoyt, they get a stick on it. And Dara down low. Markowski comes away with it. Markowski again in the slot to go. Oh my God! Gilbert just took a stick full to the face. Again, no call on the play. And offside is the call. They all got to clear out. It's going to get up to Stella. Stella now driving towards the net. Stella down low. Has Markowski and Gilbert with them. Gilbert picks it back up, pushes it back to Stella. That's going to that's going to touch our goalie. So play will be called dead. Should be a face-off coming up in the Bull zone. Just picking out for the Canadians is Scott, McLean, Gargano, Shepard, and Chase Stella. Coming back to Chase Stella. He plays it down low. Scott picks it up, plays it back to Gargano. Gargano back to Scott. Just sneaks under his stick there. He's down low. Shepard has pinched in. Canadians need to be careful here. Stella holding the blue line down by himself. And Shepard tries to get it to Gargano. That's taken away in the slot there. Shepard keeping his man out. Good play. That was Stella. Stella, they try the centering pass. That's intercepted by Gargano. Gargano trying to get it up to Scott. Scott now in the neutral zone. Stella pushing forward. Comes back the other way to the Bulls. They're going to play it down. Shepard does a good job on the boards there. Bulls come away with it, but runs into a couple Canadians. Gargano now, and glove save. Cam McFarland says thank you very much. Face-off coming up in the Canadian zone. 3-0 as we come into the last minute of play here before the Zamboni comes out and gives us a fresh sheet. Kirkpatrick, McShane, Dara, Miller, McDougall. Kirkpatrick wins off the draw. Bouncing puck gets stuck in everybody's clothing here. And that gets to McDougall, to Dara. They're going for the cross-ice pass to McShane. McShane now. McShane, it's a block shot out front. McShane picks it back up, tries the brass out front. Kirkpatrick's going to pick it up, plays it back to McDougall. McDougall lets it fire, save. Block shot comes down low. McShane now trying on the back. Good stick by McDougall. Still gets it pushed down low. Oh, that was a penalty. That was a penalty. That was 100% a penalty. I call, I am fair. So McDougall, I think, was that Miller or McDougall? It's gonna be Miller heading to the box. So with 23 seconds left to go, we're gonna head to the penalty kill. It's going to be Paisley, Hoyt, Markowski, and Stella out for the Canadians. And Markowski pressuring off the draw. They go for the slap shot. That goes wide of the net. And Paisley trying to get it to Stella there. Stella trying to clear it. Comes back. 10 seconds to go here. And that gets played down low. Hoyt now. Hoyt trying to get it out. Hoyt pinning it up against the boards. And that's going to be the end of the period. So Canadians will take a 3-0 lead into the third period. We will start with a 135 penalty kill. And we will see everybody in about 15. 1:35 to go in the penalty kill. We're going to see Stella with Hoyt and Markowski and Paisley. It will be possession to the Bulls. And fresh ice being a little bit helpful to the Canadians right now. Paisley, he's going to fire that back down. And Markowski now along the boards. Hoyt keeping it in. Markowski's going to pick that up along the boards. Just over, Markowski now driving towards the net.